Sitting Gianna across the ring. Lackluster by Scratch. Cover now. To the win. And a kick out by Jay.
There has never been a faster learner, a better grower in this game than Tiffany Stratton, who simply gets better every time you watch it.
She's only been doing this 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, there's no tell whatsoever to that relative lack of
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, 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 yo. Let's go, let's go. It's the Great Debate Show with your favorite Uncle JJ. And as always, I got something to say. And today I want to give you WWE Smackdown post-show / live stream / post-show. Yes, we already are. One half of the show already is over. It was Cody Rhodes talking. Same old boring promo. Sami Zayn. Same old boring United States Championship. Open invitation. Is that what they call it? There was something interesting that happened in that match. And now we have Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Valkyrie, the Women's World Champion and the WWE Women's Champion, tag teaming up, even though they have a match tomorrow night that nobody cares about. They are in a tag team match right now against the Women's United States Champion, Julia and Kalani James. As if we don't know who's going to win that. And then they're going to win the title match after taking care of each other, as they talked about earlier in the back. And then they're going to raise their titles up. And they're going to look at each other. Boring, boring, boring. I'm not going to be ready for that. Solo Sikoa and D's are back. This was kind of interesting. Let's talk about that, shall we? AJ Brown, I told you all last night on the live stream he was going to say something else or do something else. And he told reporters last night or after the game, what meeting? He acted like he didn't know a damn thing. What meeting? He tried to clarify that and clean it up a little bit later on Twitter. But he's basically just saying, look, I was on my way to the car. I ran into Saquon and Jalen, and that was it. Not a lot to make of. I'll tell you why AJ Brown wants out of Philadelphia. He definitely seems like he does. Shedeur Sanders is the QB2. It's about damn time. Was that so hard, Kevin Stefanski? All right, let me speak to a few people here. What's up to YouTube? I'm live on YouTube, TikTok, X, Twitch, Instagram. And that match is over. All right. Thank you very much for the rose. Iceman Slim, where you been at, brother? I hope all of y'all doing well, my nieces and nephews. It's your favorite uncle. This is the Great Debate Show. I'm back and better than ever, baby, up in this bitch. And I want to hurry to get this Smackdown show started and over with because I gotta do some work tonight. That's right, I got a lot of bills. I told y'all I'm putting a night shift tonight, so I gotta do some work. I'm not gonna be here long, and I'm probably not even gonna get any sleep because as soon as I get done pulling that graveyard shift, I gotta come back in the morning and give you all the live stream. I'm not changing that up. I will be here 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific for WWE Crown Jewel PLE tomorrow in the morning, bright and early. I don't do coffee, but I may need a cup of coffee in the morning. Hell, I may need a cup of coffee to get through tonight. I've been on my feet all day, and I'm about to be on my feet for about 8 more hours. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, right? Okay, so again, they opened up the show with Cody Rhodes. Same old boring promo. Talking about Seth Rollins and how he is Seth Rollins' Achilles heel, and he is gonna beat him again 4-0 because that's just what he does. It's not just another match. The only interesting thing about that match is that Seth is actually the heel who needs to overcome some shit, not Cody. Cody's not chasing a thing here. That's the kind of interesting part, and that's why it's kind of interesting to see who wins and why. Other than that, we're not getting anything from Crown Jewel, though. Right now, we've got Tiffany. We got the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss in the back talking to Sol Ruka and what's her name from NXT.
But bold. Like, you respect bold.
They've got to start letting us know who these people is. Everybody doesn't watch the main roster in NXT. What's up, that guy? Yiga, where you been, brother? How you doing? Seth Rollins will win, brother. I think he will. I think he should. But wouldn't it make for a better story if he lost again? After Seth Rollins, after Paul Heyman told him, I think you should win this match, or I'm going to question why I chose you over Roman. They're going to break up here pretty soon. So a part of me says you're right, he should win and he will. But another part of me says he probably should. But that's Triple H's boy. He's got to get a win this time, so I'm sure he will. We got tag team, NXT tag team. The NXT tag team are wanting to move up to the main roster or just come to the main roster to have a title match with Charlotte and Alexa. And it looks like it's going to happen pretty soon, maybe next week on Smackdown. I missed some of that promo, or that backstage cut, but is there no one on the main stream, on the main roster that can challenge Charlotte and Alexa Bliss? All of this respect. They respect each other, but they're going to give them a chance. Don't think we're going to let you win. We're not trying to let you make history on us. We're looking to retain. Tiffany and Stephanie Valkyrie had a moment in the back. I'm going to have your back. You're going to have my back. But don't get it twisted. I will beat you tomorrow night at Crown Jewel. Yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm going to have your back because I respect you too. And yeah. What's up with all the respect and the love for each other? There has to be a little heat. Some people don't like me saying that, but it's a match that they're going to have. You don't have to have good against good. This is not. Stop it. There should be some heat a little bit. Who's really interested in Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Valkyrie tomorrow? And whoever wins or loses, it don't even matter. It's not really going to hurt either one. I think Stephanie losing hurts her maybe just a little bit since she's a newly champion, but there's no heat because everybody loves and respects one another. At least Seth and Cody hate each other, and it seems real personal. It seems real deep. The only thing I hate about that is it's just a one-off, and we're going back to Seth and Punk after Crown Jewel, and we're going back to Cody and I'm going to say Randy Orton because I think Randy Orton will be the reason why Cody loses tomorrow night. I've already told you all that. If you watch the Crown Jewel prediction show that I uploaded on Wednesday. That guy Yiga said, I know I'm not interested. And I acknowledge you. I thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Let me speak to my people on TikTok. How y'all doing on a Friday night? I'm watching college football. I'm watching, well, I'll show you. I'm watching WNBA finals. I'm watching college football, WWE Smackdown, and the Tigers and Mariners playoff game right now. And in the morning, like I said, I will be live streaming. I got some work to do tonight, so that's why I'm here early. I can't wait till Smackdown goes off the air. It's not even worth waiting. I can tell y'all how it ends if y'all want me to, but if you don't, I won't say a thing. But the best thing about the show so far tonight was not Seth's promo. Cody's promo talking about Seth. Again, in the morning, Crown Jewel, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. I will be here live, not to show you me, but to show you the screen. I will show you each and every match on Crown Jewel PLE. So if you don't have ESPN or you just want to come rock it with your uncle and watch it, come on down. I will be doing that live on my TikTok. TikTok only, YouTube. Sorry. Come on over. If YouTube is not with, follow the Great Debate Show on all social media platforms and you will not miss the live stream tomorrow morning, early, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. I'll be on the the ESPN Unlimited app. So, y'all, so far, the only thing that we've had interesting after Cody's same old promo and Sami Zayn's open challenge, it was Shinsuke Nakamura. He went back to his old music. That's a good thing. I love it. I run on the treadmill to Shinsuke Nakamura's old song. He came back with it. There's other WWE superstars that want that music. They want their old theme music back, like Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and I think there's one more. And I love Drew McIntyre's old music. Not that I hate his currently one. It kind of fits him more, but I don't mind him wanting to go back to the old one. It says that they're listening to us, and so are the WWE just a little bit. Road Dogg has got some more writers in the room. That's a good thing. Man, what the hell is that? Okay.
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time,
I got something evidently.
Yo, tell them what it is.
Is there some glass on this floor or something? Wow. Okay. I just cut myself pretty good, y'all. I got some glass or something on this carpet. I'm gonna have to get that up. Now I may have to leave a lot sooner than I said I was gonna leave. Damn. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the only good thing about SmackDown so far has been Sami Zayn's United States Open Challenge being interfered or interrupted. Him versus Shinsuke Nakamura by the MFTs. Everybody is back now. Solo said he was missing one thing, and that one thing is, what's his name? Talatunga? Not Talatunga, but I get those names mixed up. There's so many of them. But you got JC Montea, you got Talatunga, you got the other two. It's so many MTs and stuff, but they're all back. That's a 5-man faction. And Solo showed up at the very end after they beat down Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, telling us, I guess, that Shinsuke Nakamura is a babyface now, as he is back with the old theme music. This may not be the last that you see of Solo and the MFTs tonight. I'll just leave it at that for the people who don't know the rest of the show. I do. You may see the MFTs again tonight, which makes it a little bit more interesting because we finally got something fresh, kind of. And I'll explain a little bit more on what this means for the WWE and SmackDown moving forward. After that, we got Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Valkyrie. They just defeated Julia and Kalani James in a tag team match. And we're going to see Tiffy and Stephanie go against each other tomorrow night. Who cares? Now we're getting the Street Profits versus the New Day. I mean, not the New Day. Hey, why did I say them? Man, the Wyatt Six. Is this going to be the night that the Street Profits finally break up? Montez Ford turns into HBK, Shawn Michaels, and treats Angelo Dawkins like he's Marty Jannetty. Could this be the night? I say the MFTs in the Wyatt Six, says Longhorn 16. Thank you for the repost, Speedy. What's up to Hunter? And I got to say, you're a wise man, Longhorn. I don't want to give it away, but you very well could be right. We know they kind of teased it a while back. Let's see if that comes into fruition, Longhorn. Yeah, I know that's a piece of glass stuck in the bottom of my foot. If I can just pull this bitch out. How the hell did that happen? Couldn't I get like infected or something? That's crazy. I don't see anything, but I know I just felt something slip cut me. Damn it. I guess I'm going to do some work tonight. Yeah, let's stop bleeding, but I got poked pretty good. Anyway, thank you, that guy Yeager, for joining me. Where's everybody at on YouTube? Let's see who I got on Instagram. Marie Bellar, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on StreamYard, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Austin Theory is returning, rumor has it. That is correct, Jesse. I was waiting to say this stuff after the show, but if y'all already know this stuff, yeah, I can go ahead and speak the process of it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and say that. I'll go ahead and tell you the news right now. There's quite a few things that are brewing. Lash Legend is supposed to be jumping up to the main roster. It's about damn time. They're calling up one of these good black women, black superstars. There's rumors that Omos is back. Well, it's not a rumor. He was at an NXT live show yesterday. I didn't know NXT did house shows or live shows or whatever. Yeah, he beat the brakes off of damn, what's his name? Damn. Oh my God, man. Brian Pillman's son, Lexus King. Yeah, they had a match one-on-one and he smashed him. And he got up and said, man, that was some BS. I wasn't expecting that or something like that. I want to run it back. And they ran it back again. And Omos smashed him again. Like, squashed pretty quick. It was pretty good, they said. Omos has been killing it over outside of the WWE bubble. He's been killing it here. And it's crazy on how they re-signed him and they still keep him off of television. But maybe he's on his way back. Why did he get into an NXT ring? I don't know. He's already been main roster. But we haven't saw him in over a year or so when he was in that battle royal that it looked like he was going to win and he did not. But, yeah, Omos is back. There's a rumor that, and it doesn't make much sense to me on why Austin Theory will be doing what they're going to have him doing, but I will go ahead and put it out there. 1 second here. I'll give you the whole scoop. Survivor Series. WWE Survivor Series. Right now, it seems like the War Games, they think it's going to be pretty huge. I don't know about that because I'm just trying to make sense of it. Grayson Waller is who Austin Theory should be coming back for. I hear Austin Theory is still injured, but evidently he will be healthy by War Games. We're still about 6 weeks away from the November 27th PLE in San Diego, California. So it's possible that he's healthy by then. But War Games in San Diego is supposed to be pretty huge, they claim. At least that's what they're building up for. It says that, man, what did I do with it, man? I had it. I got it in here somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. That's not it either. We're in commercial break right now with the YX6 and the Street Profits. They're going to go old school in the main event, like Memphis Wrestling, Jerry Lawler style. You'll see during the main event toward the end, which will be Damian Priest and Aleister Black. A match that probably could have been a crown jewel. They've already booked Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. We saw Drew McIntyre show back up tonight and attack Fatu in the back. And then Fatu got his lick back and attacked him. Nick Aldis said, you two are going to fight next week. Had they just done this shit last Friday night, the go-home show would be much better. It would feel like, oh, I can't wait to see Crown Jewel. Because these two should be fighting tomorrow. But once again, no, don't give Perth, Australia, or Saudi Arabia, or Dublin, Ireland. We're going to go take all their money and make our loyal American fans watch it at the crack of dawn. But the hell with giving them the 6, 7 matches they deserve. We're going to stick to that same old 5. And it just got up to 5. Where is my news, my updates, man? I got it in here, y'all. Bear with me.
So then just gave me that spark back to say, like, it's possible. Go to SMA.
Oh, AJ Styles confirmed his retirement. I'm sure we already knew that and we talked about it, but he has confirmed it. Cam Newton is actually getting his jersey number retired tomorrow in Auburn. Big E said that his WWE return is unlikely. He said, I think I had a really good career and I'm proud of it. But yeah, he's done. So we can really put all of that to bed now, even though I kind of already have. I don't know what they knew they did, the stuff that they did for it, had us thinking that Big E was going to come back, and none of that never came into fruition, and he's not coming back. I already told you all Shedeur was promoted to QB2. Finally, he will back up Dylan Gabriel on Sunday. Was that so hard, Stefanski? It's not hard at all. What took you so long to make up that decision? Y'all, they said Paul Levesque has missed some shows of late, and it has led to people saying his political priorities, not wrestling politics, but U.S. politics, have now started to hurt the company. That's according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. His political stuff is really taking a toll on what he's doing. I thought he was just bad at booking. There's been rumors that he falls asleep in Gorilla and all of that. In regards to the update from Body Slam, we learned that Santos Escobar was lined up to defeat Dale Vikingo, or whatever his name is, for the AAA Mega Championship at one point, with Los Garza being the AAA World Tag Team Champions. But that's not happening now because of the contract stall that they had, or whatever stalemate that they had. Even though he's re-signed now, they pretty much squashed those plans. So why re-sign if you're not going to get what you were going to get out of it? And of course, the Wyatt Six retained the titles. We knew that the Street Profits were not going to win. They shouldn't win. But we were expecting something to happen, like them break up. Maybe they'll do it next week. That was the direction being discussed before plans shifted. Now, Dominic Mysterio ultimately ended up being the one to dethrone Vikingo, and now is the face of the AAA. Okay, Omos returns to a NXT show, as I said. Now, I'm still trying to find. Here we go. All right. So I got potential War Games teams inside these WWE rumors and the latest buzz here. Punk versus Rollins is planned. I can tell you that right now. It's planned for the November 1 Saturday Night Main Events. Okay, hold on 1 second. It's about to get popping here. I told you all we would see MFTs again. Here they are. Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be the next New Day. Really? That would be nice, Il Chico McGee. He's not doing a damn thing over there in AEW. What's up, Doughboy? Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Ryan Ford, thank you for joining me. Shane Riley, what's up, baby? How you doing? You think they should sit Jones and play Martinez? I don't think we're going to talk about that. I don't think they're going to have to worry about sitting him. I think Ty Bowles is going to sit him. Yeah, I don't know if he plays 2 quarters. Matt Jones has an oblique injury on top of the knee injury, and yeah, I think we may end up seeing our third string quarterback. It's not going to be a good look Sunday, probably. I don't know. I'm not very, very confident about this one. Avoid injuring Jones any more than it already is. You're right, Shane Riley. But they're starting him, I think. He's questionable. They may start. They may go ahead and start the third stringer, but you know, if you start the third stringer, nobody else can play. Like, if something was to happen to him, they're screwed. Matt Jones couldn't come in if he suited up as QB2, because when you play the emergency quarterback, that's it. So I think they'll try to see if Matt can go, and we still may see Martinez. Now, in the UFL, they said Martinez, he can run now. He's got some legs. But throwing, I couldn't tell you how that's going to go. If it helps, the Buccaneers are 27th in pass defense, though. But they're like number 1 against the run. Okay, so the MFTs, with a new look, paint on their faces and everything, and they're staring down the Wyatt Six, and they ain't shaky at all. This is good. This is kind of good. I like this.
Tag teams work. We watch each other's backs.
Okay, now we got the Miz, a clip from the Miz and Carmelo Hayes from last week.
This is done.
Let's get popping and get that over
Sammy,
with. All right.
You know exactly why I'm here. It's about time I show you exactly why I am here.
Purdy is out week to week right now, though, boy. There's no guarantee on when he's coming back. I can tell you right now, you might not see Purdy between now and Thanksgiving, because they don't want to let him come back and he's not 100%. Why rush him back unless you're down on quarterbacks? And even then, it's not a good look right now in our QB room. It's not. That's why I was saying last night, man.
I saw the potential.
If Shedeur didn't get bumped up to the QB2, I would say let's trade for him. We're gonna run out of quarterbacks here.
Like I never had in WWE.
This is Miz talking to Cassie Kelly about
to say he was
Carmelo.
done with me. Like I was lucky to be in his presence. Do you know who I am? I am 2-time Grand Slam champion, The Miz. Main event of WrestleMania, The Miz. Future Hall of Famer, The Miz.
So people are saying the spotlight stealer.
I am the spotlight. Everything I shine, I'm turned into a star, and he blew it.
Sometimes, Kathy, sometimes winners can't elevate every loser. What you, Mello, and everyone else needs to understand is the closer you get to me, the faster you'll find out who the real star is. So you can either rise with me or fall beneath me. And Mello, you missed. You missed your happy birthday. So journalist you are.
Men said, Mello, you mixed.
Maybe it's time for me to take off the mask and show you how we do this one.
And here's a video package of Aleister Black. I'm sorry, he just doesn't do it for me, y'all. Maybe what they're about to do, though, tonight on this main event will lead me to think that they're finally going to do something with him and make him the star that they think he should be, even though I don't think he's a star at all. But something interesting is going to happen toward the end of this main event. I won't tell you for the ones who don't know. Trade for Russell Wilson. He's washed. Yeah, he is. And he's kind of pricey. He's kind of pricey. That would be a very desperate move. I'd rather get Jameis Winston. I mean, I know he's going to throw a lot of interceptions, but Russell, you just kind of got to – it's just like watching the washer or the washing machine and that cycle just go around and around, but you're getting nothing out of it. Like, is this thing ever going to finish? Okay, back to the War Games. I do think Shane Riley makes a good point, but I don't think because that's the third QB you would have to go to, he can't get hurt. If he does, then you're going to have Christian. It's going to look like the 2022 NFC Championship game. Christian McCaffrey would have to play quarterback. So they're going to try to start Mac Jones, the backup, but we're down to our last quarterback after this. We are. He is, and Russell Wilson is washed. The white ghost, he is washed. So, but hey, I don't know. Now let's get to these matches right here. This is according to the dirt sheets. According to the dirt sheets, McIntyre and Sheamus reportedly request their theme changes. They want their old theme changes, as I already told you. Shinsuke Nakamura already has his. Okay? They're going to do a CM Punk versus Seth Rollins again. I told you this wasn't over. This is why I hate Crown Jewel. Because all you're doing is just interrupting the storyline, the feud that we're ready to get over with. Now we got to, like, people may be bored to go back to it because you didn't follow up immediately after Seth and Becky versus AJ Lee and CM Punk. And where in the hell is AJ Lee? AJ Lee could have been here the past few weeks, and we could see AJ and Becky one-on-one. We could see Seth and CM Punk one-on-one. But instead, let's just stop everything, put it on pause, and let's have this Crown Jewel shit. Let's just give them this BS and get the hell out of Australia. What? Anyway, Punk and Rollins are scheduled for, they haven't told us this yet, but according to the dirt sheets, we're going to see, according to Meltzer, so take that with a grain of salt. But he's saying Punk and Rollins are scheduled to face off on the November 1st edition of Saturday night's main event, presumably in a World Heavyweight Championship match. Do you all think Seth Rollins is going to drop the title to CM Punk? One-on-one. Now, Punk won the title for 5 minutes when he beat Gunther at SummerSlam, and he was cashed in by Seth Rollins. Punk definitely wants to redeem himself, get his lick back, get his title back. He said he doesn't deserve it back. He's earned it. Well, in order to earn it, you got to beat him. And I, for one, really don't think they're going to put that title back on Punk. This was just so he could get it cashed in, as I predicted, too, before SummerSlam. But they're going to do that November 1, and that's going to set up War Games. And what are the War Games going to look like? Well, it seems that War Games for the men's side will be Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso or LA Knight. Now, it's a reason why he says Jimmy or LA Knight, because we don't know what the hell Big Jim is going to be doing in 6 weeks by the time we get the War Games. Everybody's kind of dismissing him like he's, hey, just stay out of your brother Jay's way. I think Jimmy is going to go the hell off. I think he's going to pop. He's going to probably go all the way full heel. And this is probably why he wanted to be on the babyface side of the War Games. Then again, he may be on this War Games, but even if he is, he may pick that night at War Games, November 27th, Survivor Series, to go heel that night. So it says again, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and Jenny Uso or LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, Braun, the Bronze, the Vision, along with Brock Lesnar. And this is a surprise. Now, I don't know how they're going to put Brock Lesnar in this, but Paul Heyman is there. So they'll figure out some type of way to get him to join that match somehow. But the fifth guy is a head scratcher, Austin Theory.
This is an SVU super fan.
Austin Theory should be going after Grayson Waller, shouldn't he? I mean, are we not going to get a finish or conclusion as to why they broke up? Grayson Waller told us one night on Monday Night Raw, hey, I finally got rid of that loser. I'm with you guys, New Day. What's up? And he's been walking around carrying their jock straps for the past month. You're not going to wrap that up and finish that? They say they're about to give Austin Theory a big push finally. But I don't understand or get how he's going to fit in this equation. But that's the rumor. Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar, and the Vision will all go against Punk, Roman, Jacob Fatu, and the Usos, or just Jey Uso and LA Knight. So we got to keep in mind, what the hell is Big Jim going to do? I told you all, don't sleep on Big Jim. Because nobody's thinking about him right now. He's the one who's getting dismissed by everybody. Stay out of the way, Jimmy. Just stay out of his way. And as far as the women, okay, they're showing the Crown Jewel purse kickout from earlier today that nobody saw, I'm sure. While they're doing that, I'll talk about the women's War Games. On the women's side, the match is reportedly to be somebody that I just said, where the hell is she? AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Those five women will go up against Becky Lynch, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and the new person who is coming up to the main roster from NXT, Lash Legend. Now, I'm excited about Lash Legend coming to the main roster. I just can't wait to see how she's going to fit in with these women that I just said. Now, Nia Jax is Smackdown, so I can see them getting some type of rapport. But you've got Becky and the Kabuki Warriors who are on Monday Night Raw. The five of them should team up, so I'm thinking Lash Legend is probably going to have some type of heat with... Well, none of these women are... Well, it would have to be Charlotte Flair or Alexa Bliss. So I'm thinking Nia Jax and Lash Legend will have a tag team match with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. That's what I'm thinking. And eventually they'll just be like, the hell with this. We're all going to kick each other's ass in War Games. Now, this NXT tag team is trying to get a title shot right now. After Alexa and Charlotte beat them, this is where Lash Legend probably pops up. Somehow she gets on the good side with Nia Jax. Maybe she kind of takes her under her wing, and they'll have that match. And when they get that heat, I can see why Nia, Lash fall into the fold, and somehow they'll hook up. They'll have to make some appearances on Raw, and they'll hook up with the Kabuki Warriors and Becky Lynch. How do y'all like that? If that is exactly how it's going to be, are you okay with that? AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. I'm excited about Lash Legend coming. So those are some of the Survivor Series rumors that we've got so far. And leading to that War Games match, we may get Punk and Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship on Saturday night's main event, November 1st. Okay. Just wanted to put that out there. Do you think Punk will actually win the World Heavyweight title on November 1st? It could happen. I don't know why Seth Rollins will still need to be the World Heavyweight Champion for War Games, to be honest with you, but who could take the title? Who is going to take the title? If it's not Punk November 1st, who will? Will he have it until Royal Rumble? No, he's not going to have a match on Royal Rumble unless he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. And that will mean he will lose the title. I don't know. Is there a PLE in December? It is. I just can't think of what. All right. If we do lose on Sunday and if Seattle and the Rams win, we will still be in first place. That's absolutely right. This is not going to hurt us much, but we're really just trying to live to see another week. But with the oblique injury with Mac Jones, that could rush Purdy back sooner than he needs to come back. He's nowhere near 100%. That turf toe is going to bother him all season long. It just is. It probably wouldn't have if he didn't come back for Jacksonville, but the fact that he did, that really hurt some things there. Pick 2, Dobbins, Chase Brown, Ricardo White. What's up, Snake? How you doing, man? I don't know. Thank you for the gift of badge. Dobbins. What's up to Philip? Thank you for joining me. GG Mon 98. Breaking news: Mike Jones is going to be a crown jewel tomorrow. Mike Jones? You mean like Mike Jones? Mike Jones. And that's what you're talking about? Back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They are. Why would he be in Australia? Could be another Mike Jones. I don't know. Could you tell me that? Enlighten me, GG Mod 98. What is your take on this weekend? Do we win? Well, I was going to kind of save that for after Smackdown. But probably not. It's not looking good, Tony. Not looking good. Oh, he's asked this quite a few times, y'all. I'm also trying to, do this live stream with Smackdown right now. They're in Perth, Australia, and we have the main event now. It's almost over. Damian Priest versus Aleister Black. We're gonna get through this match, and all right, while they're coming to the ring, I'll go ahead and say probably not. The Niners probably don't win tomorrow. I kind of think that we still have a great chance, a great shot at winning, but Mac Jones' oblique injury, that worries me. I don't know if he makes it through this entire game. I mean, Todd Bowles is a good defensive coordinator, even though their pass defense is pretty weak right now. His blitz scheme isn't, and I can see him like a shark that smells blood, dialing a lot of blitzes up to come at Mac Jones and get him out of that game because, well, if they get rid of him and we have to see the third string quarterback, we're probably cooked. But then again, I have this theory that this is just going to be a year of miracles with the San Francisco 49ers. What if Mac Jones does get knocked out of the game? Remember when I said we beat the Rams 23-20, and I predicted that Purdy probably will play, but he won't be able to finish, and Mac Jones will come in and be heroic, and he will get the win. Well, Mac Jones started the game, and he finished the game. We didn't think he would finish, but he did, and he beat the Rams. I want to say the same thing can happen this time. And Mac Jones may start, not finish, get knocked out of the game, and Martinez comes in, and he's the heroic. He's heroic, and he gets a win somehow, some way with his legs. Because he can run. He did it very well in the UFL. Then again, Mac Jones is 50. He's 50-50 right now. He's questionable. He may not start. And we may see this third string quarterback beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. I'm not ruling anything out, but realistically, I wouldn't jump out the window, no. And I would probably say we lose this game. And we probably lose. The Buccaneers offense is on fire. They don't turn the ball over, and we don't force turnovers. So it's hard to say we win this game. Emeka Ibuka has been on fire. Baker Mayfield has been on fire. The only thing we can bank on is that as good as the Buccaneers are offensively, they've won all 4 of their games with one score, within one score. And it's had to be like walk-off home runs on how they won these games. Something is not good in order for them to have to be clutch every fucking week. That means the defense is not playing that good, and it's the pass defense. So we will pass the ball okay if Mac can stay upright, if they can keep him healthy. That I don't know, though, if they will. So, yeah, man, we could lose this game 30-13, to be honest with you. It could get ugly if – and I'm saying this prediction based off – I'm not saying that that's what it's really going to be, but it could go that route if Mac Jones can't play 4 quarters. And I got the funniest feeling that he's only going to last for 2. And what that quarterback will do, Martinez, I don't know. But I know he can use his legs. Somebody go pull it up. But will he save the day? I don't know. What's up, Jaden Daniels, fan forever? He says, I'm a huge Washington Commanders fan. Y'all got a Monday night game against the Chicago Bears. I'm going to give you those picks and everything immediately after this Smackdown show comes to an end. My week 6 picks in the NFL. South Florida just got an interception on North Texas. They're up 28-21. The Seattle Mariners are up 1-0 over the Detroit Tigers. This is a winner-take-all, Game 5. The winner's going to the ALCS. Well, that score just changed. Detroit just hit a home run. Kerry Carpenter just knocked a 2-run home run out of the park. And now it's not 1-0 anymore. It's 2-1 Detroit. They take the lead in the top of the 6th. He knocked it out 411 feet away. And now Detroit is up. The winner of this series plays the Toronto Blue Jays. And now I think Toronto's probably going to the World Series. They're really good. I didn't give the Yankees a chance. Yes, I'm a Niners fan. How did you know? Now here's a guy who knows ball. Thank you, Sai. I hope I didn't botch that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay, thank you, White Ghost, for being in here. He says Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboat are the new owners of the Eagles. Definitely took care of them last night, didn't they? Doughboy, thank y'all for joining me, man. Cody or Seth? I'm going to say Seth, man. Doughboy. I'm going to say Seth. I'm sorry I missed that comment. I'm going to say Seth. I mean, again, if they're not ready to break up the division just yet, Seth doesn't have to lose. But if they're ready to do it right now, yeah, Seth should lose. That brings more drama to the faction. Like, what are you going to do? What happened? Why did you lose? I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have picked your ass. But I just gave you the dirt sheets. According to the dirt sheets, they'll still be together. You're going to have Seth Rollins, the Bronze, along with Brock Lesnar, and I'm hearing Austin Theory. So that means this thing is going to still go on for at least another 6 weeks, even though they're already starting to get a bit touchy. It's already starting to get a little weird. Seth and Paul Heyman, their interactions and everything, but they're starting to bump heads. But yeah, they're going to still have a fight for Survivor Series War Games. So that's that. So yeah, if it's not going to happen just yet, the breakup, the split up, then yeah, Seth wins this match. And I think Cody Rhodes will lose because of interference accidentally. Randy Orton's going to show up. He's not on this card. He's going to show up and he's going to RKO Seth Rollins. Somehow, some way, though, or he's going to attempt to RKO Seth Rollins and he'll probably miss or something like that. And Seth will be able to counter, take advantage. Cody will be like, what the hell? What are you doing? He's distracted. And now here comes a curve stomp and he loses. They won't let Cody lose clean. I think, incidentally, Randy Orton will cost him this win. And I say Randy Orton because I think Seth Rollins doesn't ask for the vision to help him at all. This is so personal. He wants to beat him so bad. I think he wants to beat him on his own. Even though he plans to do that, that's not how it's going to work out. And I think that Randy Orton shit hopefully will set up Cody and Orton kind of not being on the same page anymore. And Orton just snaps out. Look, I apologize. I said my bad. You still talking shit? How about I RKO your ass? And he finally goes heel. They just need to hurry it up. Because the longer he takes, the more we're not going to be interested by the time they finally get to it. And that just seems so AEW-like, in my opinion. Okay, back in Perth, Australia, Damian Priest, Aleister Black. They saying they want tables. I'm pretty sure they're not going to get it. Another match that could have been on Crown Jewel, but I guess they don't think this match was worthy of it. We could have got about 7 or 8 matches, y'all, to make the fans feel like they were getting their $30 worth, but we did not get that. We did not get it. We did not get it. Okay, I know it's early still, but if we stay on top of our division, we have a pretty good shot at least making the playoffs, and then what happens from there, who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. You're right, who knows? But I don't know if we still can get to the playoffs if we don't make a trade. But I don't know if they think we're good enough worth making a trade. That's going to be the big thing. Shanahan was like, I ain't really just focused on making a trade. Lynch was like, yeah, I'm trying to make a trade. So I want to believe John Lynch. One, because John Lynch told you he's trying to make a trade for an edge rusher. And two, Shanahan told you he's not really looking to make a trade. And he's a lying motherfucker. So you got to go with the opposite of what Kyle says. And you can pretty much go with whatever John Lynch says. So, yeah, they're looking. It's just, will that trade only get us to the playoffs, Shane? Or will that trade actually put us over the top and we can actually make a deep playoff run? It just depends on who they get, how much they give up, and yeah, how much they give up is going to be important. It can't be a one-year rental. If it is, it better not be much at all, because you don't want to. You want all your draft picks for next year. You know you've got to replace Trent Williams. I'm telling you now. I don't care what Trent is telling everybody. He's got to be replaced next year. First round pick needs to go on an offensive lineman if there's one worthy. Don't F it up and get a Mike McGlinchey again. It needs to be somebody good. Like when the Patriots went and got Will Campbell, who I said we should draft that number. We should trade up a little bit, get them at number 4 or 5, trade with the Patriots. They didn't move and they got their guy. But Will Campbell could be playing left guard right now until Trent retires and he could play left tackle next year. Those were my predictions, and we didn't do either. Now, watch it be a bad year, a poor year for offensive linemen coming in the 2026 draft. I don't know for sure, but with our luck, there probably won't be any good tackles. And we'll reach and we'll get somebody that's Mike McGlinchey instead of, I don't know, Tristan Wirfs. And the year we got Mike McGlinchey, that was the year we should have been getting his teammate that played at left guard right next to him, Quentin Nelson. How did Shanahan not look at the film and see this guy's better than Mike McGlinchey? You see how good he is in Indianapolis? You see how Daniel Jones has got all day in the pocket? Quentin Nelson has a lot to do with that. How y'all liking this match right now? McIntyre and Aleister Black. I used to hit 500-foot home runs. Okay. Really? Who was that, Dre? Did you really, man? Shit, you got him beat then. Because that was 411. Who's winning that game, Mariners or Tigers? Who you want us to get at the trade deadline says Zeke Gunthers. Man, whoever we can get for our best bang for buck. Whoever we can get on the discount, or we can get more for a little bit of less. I don't know who that is because I'm not sure. I think Cam Jordan has got a huge cap hit, so the Saints probably won't do it. I don't think the Giants are going to trade Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau. You know, that's why I kind of didn't want them to win. I don't know why everybody was so happy the Eagles lost. I'm like, who cares about the records right now? If these teams can go ahead and lose, they'll start to sell. I don't know if the Giants are going to sell right now because, let's be honest, man, Brian Dable and the general manager are trying to keep their jobs. And they're banking on Scatterbo and Jackson Dart to do that. And they need their edge rushers and their pass rushers, and they need those guys in order to help them do that. So you can cancel getting Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau. I don't think that happens. I don't think the Giants will do business with us. I'm hearing about Trey Hendrickson, but I don't know if the Bengals are going to do business with us right now. They traded for Joe Flacco. They want to see if they can stay around 500, and if they do, they're not trading Hendrickson if they think that, hey, man, we still got a shot here when Burrow gets back. So that's kind of up in the air. The Raiders, Max Crosby, I don't think they would make a trade with the 49ers ever in the rest of life. And I'm pretty sure Al Davis put that in his will. Don't you dare make a trade with those sons of bitches. So you can cancel Max Crosby, I'm thinking. It sounds great, and I would love it. Because I think he's 10 times better than Bosa. But I don't think it happens. The only teams I see that can make a deal with us is the Tennessee Titans, the Miami Dolphins, if the New York Jets have anybody. That's about it. The Titans, there's Jeffrey Simmons at DT. I would much rather have the edge rusher, Arden Key. We can bring him back. He's already familiar with what we do. The Dolphins, they've got Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb. Who was the other team I said?
North City Hospital murdered my client's son.
Whoever the Jets have. I don't know exactly who. I can't think right now of that guy. But it's somebody that Robert Saleh has played with or that has played for Robert Saleh. And, you know, he probably would say, hey, kick the tires on that. It'll be somebody that you got to look up and watch the film because you're not very familiar with him. It's not going to be the blockbuster Max Crosby or Trey Henderson trade. It's not. I doubt it. And if they do it, I don't think they do it without saying they're giving Bosa to that team. Bosa and Brandon Ayuk. And I would be all for that, but I doubt they're going to do that. You hear how many times John Lynch says, no matter who we get, they won't beat Nick Bosa? Be quiet, John. You're talking too much. They're going to be like, fuck that. I don't want to go there. They don't think I'm going to be any good. Or it lights a fire under their ass and they outshine Nick Bosa and do more than one half season that Bosa's did in the past 2 seasons. Who knows? Who knows? But thank you for the question, brother. See Gunther's. Detroit Tigers are up 2-1. That's right. Thank you for the rose, Mo. I appreciate it. I can use all the roses y'all got. Thank you. January 4th, we're coming back for revenge. That must be a Seahawk. Okay. Hi from Ohio. What's up? Hi to you, Andrew Butcher. Okay. What's up, Go Niners? What's up, O Block Day Day? He said, what's going on, huh? Man, nothing much. Just doing a live stream here with Smackdown. We're in the main event. I've already wrapped up pretty much everything that has happened. We got the MFTs back, not once, but twice. They interrupted the United States Championship match between Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, and they beat both of their asses. And Solo came back and basically tried to let you know that I'm coming back for my United States title. They broke up that match, so it was a no contest or disqualification. Nobody won in that United States Open Challenge. And then they came back again during the Street Profits versus the Wyatt 6 tag team match. Now, the Wyatt 6 did get the win first because it was a title. Well, the other one was a title match too. They didn't let Sammy beat Nakamura. I think that's because they wanted you to see that Nakamura is coming back as babyface because the MFTs, they effed him up pretty good too. They didn't just jump on Sami Zayn. But the Wyatt 6 versus the Street Profits, they let the Wyatt 6 retain their titles first. Then the MFTs came right back out. Thank you for the rose. Who was that? Thank you, Big Boy Chew. Thank you for that. Who starts MVS? Oh, Marquez. Is that Marquez Van Scanley or Tyler Conklin in a 4-man league? I wouldn't say Van Dam Scanlon because he ain't really played much, and when he does, he doesn't get any targets. So I wouldn't say him. Thank you, Yogurt, for following me on TikTok. I appreciate that, brother. Y'all want to say it again? Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. I will be live streaming here on TikTok, WWE Crown Jewel. So if you want to check that out, I got it for you. Come on in. That's another reason why I'm trying to wrap this up now because I got an early start in the morning and I'm about to go pay some bills tonight. Gonna be a long night for me. Las Vegas Aces are up 76-70 right now over the Phoenix Mercury. This is do or die for Phoenix. 7 minutes left. That's on ESPN. Asia and the Aces are trying to close out the series tonight and become WNBA champions. Right now, Detroit is trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th. The winner in this game 5 winner takes all. Winner is going to Toronto to face the Blue Jays. Last man standing match, Aleister Black just got back on his feet. Damian Priest has had a lot of offense in this match. He is kicking Aleister Black's ass. So you should know who's going to win this match. If you watch wrestling, you know how this works, right? Damian Priest has got all the offense. Brock Bowers is out on Sunday for the Raiders. The Raiders tight end is out again versus the Titans. Purdy is ruled out. I told you all that with the toe. He won't play. Mac Jones is expected to start, but he's got an oblique and a knee injury. The Cowboys have a linebacker that could be back in November, according to Jordan Schultz. Overshown return timeline. I don't know who the damn linebacker is. Cash Money Records and No Limit Records, man. I'm going to ask y'all one more night. Who y'all got? I didn't get enough answers last night. Who y'all got? Diamond Dallas Page is offering to help LeBron James with his sciatica injury. You know, he does that yoga, and he actually has gotten Lex Luger to stand on his own and walk a little bit on his own. So he is pretty good, but I don't think LeBron James is going to want his services because, you know, LeBron is real tight with Hov, Jay-Z. Diamond Dallas Page sued Jay-Z years ago for the Diamond sign. And Diamond actually got a settlement and won that case. I'd be surprised if LeBron fucks with him. But he probably should. Okay, so here it is, Zelina Vega. I knew this was coming. I'm just waiting on it. Zelina Vega showed up to help Aleister Black. She started telling Damian Priest to stop. You're killing him. Leave him alone. Now, where the commentary is messing up at, they're not telling us that this is Aleister Black's real-life wife. And there's the old, remember when I said earlier, this is a Memphis-style Jerry Lawler finish that we got tonight. If anybody watched Memphis wrestling or the old Jerry Lawler days, he would pull that strap down, and sometimes that still wasn't good enough. He would pull out a fireball. It was very, very famous and infamous in Memphis. Infamous Memphis. Yeah. That's what Aleister Black just did. He just put a fireball in the face of Damian Priest, gave him his whatever kick, knocked him off on the table, and now he's counted out. The kick didn't land, you know, really. He kind of missed. But, you know, it is what it is. Vince McMahon will not let these guys get away with this stuff. Say what y'all want to say. But we've never had this many botches ever in wrestling history in the WWE like we do now. That Vince is gone. Yes, it was a tight ship. Yes, it was a tight operation, but it's such good morale in the back. Yeah, but you're effing everything up. So they're not telling us why Zelina is here helping Aleister Black. That's the only thing that's not right about this ending. Michael Cole's not telling us that she is Aleister Black's real life wife. Maybe they'll tell us next week. What a weak win, though, for Aleister Black. His wife had to come and save him. And he did it right in front of the fans, too, so they got a good shot at it. The fireballs that he got right to his eye. The kick wasn't that bad. And that did it.
What a brutal main event here tonight on Smackdown. But in the end, Aleister Black is the last man standing.
And there we go. That's the end of Smackdown. And now I can go ahead and get to my NFL picks and just pretty much wrap up this show. How did you think? What did you think of Friday Night Crackdown? Smackdown. How did you feel about it? Was it in? How did you take it? They ended with that match. Is this the end, or is this going to continue with Damian Priest and Aleister Black? I would probably think it's not over, but we'll see. Zelina Vega was dressed in black. We hadn't saw her in quite some time. I'm not a fan. She just doesn't do it for me. I'm not really interested, but maybe this will make me more interested. Triple H finally realizing, or Road Dogg, hey, how about we have some more Triple H and Stephanie's? Seth and Becky are doing their thing on Raw, kind of. They could do better. Now let's see what we can get out of Aleister Black and Zelina. I've always thought that Big Jim should go heel and be with Naomi. Then she got pregnant. Maybe they'll work on that too when she comes back. I think Montez Ford should go heel. Bianca should go heel. That would be a good heel faction, good heel couple. Somebody needs to step up and be Edge and Lita. We haven't seen that. I don't think people realize how great Edge and Lita were. Vince just knew what to do. You know, he just knew how to do it. I'm sorry, y'all. I know he's a bad person. He did some bad things in the back or whatever, allegedly. But he's still the fucking GOAT. Let's see where this goes, though. I'm kind of interested to see if Zelina and Aleister Black will do good things on television together. I would like for them to tell us why she helped him. Let us know that she is his real-life wife. Everybody doesn't know that. The casual fans don't know who the hell she is, really, let alone why is she helping him. But other than that, I guess I give it a C+, maybe a B- for SmackDown. I mean, it wasn't much of a go-home show, though. What we saw tonight was more of, hey, these are the things that we're going to see after Crown Jewel. Well, why the hell are we having Crown Jewel? That's my take. Yeah, I know it's his wife, Liddy, but what I'm saying is everybody doesn't know that. Everybody doesn't know that. The casual fans don't know it. They need to stop expecting that everybody is on social media all the time, on X, on Twitter, and that they follow all of these superstars, because I sure as hell don't. And yes, I do know that that's his wife, but tell us. Tell us. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you, Liddy. Liddy said, yeah, they do. Okay, that's what you say. I say everybody doesn't know. They could have at least brought it up. Oh, my God, Zelina Vega is here. That's his wife. She's helping her husband. Say that at least. Don't just say Zelina Vega. She just helped Damian Priest. He's making it seem like a mystery, though. If we know, then just tell us. Okay. AJ and Cena don't need a build. They have history. Yeah, I heard him say that. I talked about that already later. Oh, she's talking to Daddy Wayne, I guess. But you're right, but they still could have had a build. You know, I got to say this, man. I'm sorry. Call me what you want. Unfollow, whatever. Vince McMahon was right when he said that fans will watch literally anything we shove down their throat. This is the reason why they don't give us much effort. Because some people think that no matter what they do, it's okay. We can agree to disagree. This is the Great Debate Show. We can debate it too. But sometimes people don't want to debate. They just want to argue. It is a difference. They should have said her name. I mean, they should have said that, hey, that's his wife. And Styles got on that table and said that we don't have a story. We don't need a story. Because Triple H didn't plan for them to have this match. This was Cena who just kind of, held Triple H's feet to the fire on social media, and we got the match. You can't tell. AJ Styles has still been in tag team matches with Dragon Lee. You wouldn't do that if you already had it planned for it to be Cena and Styles. No, Cena didn't have any dates to show up on the build to Crown Jewel. They just put him in a match because Cena said the fans wanted. Now, I, for one, didn't hear any fans really talking about Cena and Styles. Not really, but okay. I love AJ Styles. He's still phenomenal in my opinion, so I'll watch it. But I'm sorry, I needed a build because I don't know the history they have. Liddy, I wasn't watching the WWE in 2016, whenever they said they fought. I wasn't watching that BS. I've stopped watching wrestling numerous times because of things like this right here. I'll go away, and you got to do something to bring me back. I'm not the one that's going to stay there like my former co-host would do. He'll admit he ain't going nowhere no matter how much he complains. And I know that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. I get it. But that ain't me. That's all I'm saying. It's not me. He was scheduled for Crown Jewel as one of his last dates, says Liddy. Okay, I don't know that. From what I'm hearing, according to some of the dirt sheets, there was no plan for this. This was just John Cena making Triple H give the fans what they want. And why would he do that? Because he's still trying to expose Triple H, because I think he's still pissed off because Triple H lied on him and said that Cena is handpicking his retirement tour. And Cena said, that's not true. I've never done that in 25 years. I just play with the card that I'm dealt, the hand that I'm dealt. Now, Vince Russo has came out and said that's BS. Cena's lying. But I don't know who to believe here. Who knows? But I would have liked to have had somewhat of a story. It would have been better than seeing AJ Styles tag team up with Dragon Lee. I'm just saying. I don't care to see that. Daddy Wayne says, and right now it's dumpster juice. And if you think it's good, you haven't seen it at its best. Daddy Wayne, I agree with you on that. I have seen him at his best. I don't know about anybody else, but okay, don't tell me what to do. It seems like Liddy really got a problem with me, but she's watching me. It's some dirt sheets I don't believe, Liddy, but it's some dirt sheets I have to believe because they're true. It just is. I told y'all when Brock Lesnar was going to show back up after he came back from SummerSlam, you're not going to see his ass until September. That was a dirt sheet. When did you see Brock Lesnar again? I'll wait. The dirt sheet was right. So do you not believe my SmackDown, not SmackDown, my Survivor Series War Game matches that the dirt sheet has put out, where it's going to be Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jacob Fatu, Jay Uso, or LA Knight versus The Vision, Seth, the Bronze, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory. Now, the Austin Theory is a head scratcher, but the rest of that shit, we already kind of predicted. Brock Lesnar is going to get in his vision somehow, some way, and then Paul is going to side with what he's going to choose between Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker, and I think he's going with Braun Breaker because he's the future. And then that's when they'll probably get either Braun Breaker babyface or Brock Lesnar goes back babyface. I'm not sure. But somehow they're about to slide Brock Lesnar into this oracle, this vision, and he's going to be in the it makes sense to me. Now, again, that one was coming from Dave Meltzer, so I know you got to take his shit with a grain of salt. And I understand every dirt sheet is not right, Liddy. I do. But I get a lot of my sources from that, and I've been right more than I've been wrong, so I just can't stop believing all of it. I'm sorry. Mikey, what's up, man? He said facts. Also, dirt sheets are saying CM Punk versus Seth. I just broke that too, Mikey, about right before the main event here on SmackDown. And I believe that one too. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the November 1st Saturday night main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it makes sense because that match is going to set up War Games. Which is why I don't think CM Punk will be the champion. Do you all? He won that title for 5 minutes, and I think that's the only time you're going to see him as World Heavyweight Champion. I don't think Seth Rollins loses the title until probably the Vision break up, and they're not going to be broke up between now and November 27th, Survivor Series War Games in San Diego. That's still about 6 weeks from now. So, and he's not going to fight. If he's going to be in War Games, then the title's not on the line then either. Maybe he won't lose it until Royal Rumble. If he competes in Royal Rumble. Not sure. What's up, Lopez? What's up, Daddy Wayne again? Even the Ruthless Aggression era was 1,000% better than this. I agree with that too. 1,000%. Well, is Liddy still with us? We can agree to disagree, Liddy, if you're still here. It's just we can't accept everything that they give us just because they gave it to us. This is hot dumpster juice, just like Daddy Wayne said. I agree with him. So does Mikey. I'm doing well, man. How are you? Thank you for asking, Mikey. Is this the way they get to Lola Vice on the main roster since we're getting Zelina and Alistair on television? Maybe so. Maybe. Mikey's an Eagle fan, too. He said, let's get AJ out of there. Also, I ain't worried about the Eagles. This is the same thing that happened last year. No, this happened in 2023. And there was a wild card exit. One and done. Y'all didn't have any problems last year, did you? I don't recall. Just like AJ Brown didn't recall the meeting that they had. He said that he tried to clean that up on Twitter, and he said that, man, look, basically what I'm saying is I was going to my car in the parking lot. I saw Saquon and Jalen, and we just talked for a minute. That was it. Like it wasn't even nothing planned or nothing. It just happened like that. What's up, Scary Baboon? What's up to... Okay, that's it. Nobody new coming in here? I guess Liddy's done talking to me. I guess she's gone. I must have made her mad. It is what it is. I'm going to say what I got to say on my podcast. You know? I don't have to agree with all of you. That's just that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that dirt sheets are not wrong all the time. She told me to stop believing dirt sheets. If I stop believing dirt sheets, shit. I wouldn't have any sources or any news to give you all. It's my job to keep you updated, and I'm going to give you what they give me. That's it. Daddy Wayne said, "Butt hurt." Apparently, it'll be all right. Sometimes you lose 1, you gain 10. So it doesn't bother me at all. What's up to Skylar Morris? Oh, okay, y'all. Smackdown. I ain't got to really give you a rundown. You watched it. I came in during the second hour, and I pretty much gave you a quick rundown of the beginning of the first hour. Cody Rhodes, same old boring promo. Sami Zayn, United States Open Challenge versus, it ended up being Shinsuke Nakamura. It was interrupted by the MFTs and Solo Sikoa. So he's saying, I'm taking that title back. I'm sure he will after doing that. And we moved on. And we also had a tag team match with the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six retained, and then they got their asses. Well, they didn't have any physical altercation, but they showed up and they did not look scared or shaky at all. So we're about to get the Wyatt Six and the MFTs. They teased it a while back. I think we're finally going to get it. So that was the only interesting part of tonight to me. Solo is back, the MFTs are back, and they got a different look. Faces are painted and everything. This could be something good. I think they're about to take all the titles. And what does that mean? It means we may have a Bloodline 2.0 all over again, but on SmackDown. Solo's going to run his family. They're going to do their thing. And it looks like we're getting the remix of the Bloodline on Raw too. If Roman's going to hang around, a little longer, if he's going to stick around, and if Jay is about to, whatever change that he's having right now, we don't know what Big Jimmy's going to do. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but it's interesting because I see what they're doing and I see where they're going with it. And Las Vegas is about to win this championship. They're up 93-82 over the Phoenix Mercury with a minute left to play, just a little over a minute. They're going to be the champions in a 4-0 sweep. Detroit Tigers up 2-1 in the AL Division Series. The winner is going to Toronto. It's the bottom of the 7th, and Seattle was at bat with 1 on the first. They got 1 on first base. They just got another base hit, and now we've got a runner on first and second, but they do have 2 outs. And South Florida, number 24 in the country, all over North Texas, 49-28. Okay, let's get to these NFL picks then. SmackDown was all right, but I just told you I think the MFTs was the best part of the show. We had Stephanie Valkyrie and Tiffany Stratton tag team up. They beat Julia and what's her name? Kalani James. And they did the same thing that they do all the time, basically. Good and good, no heat. Why would we want to watch the match? And they raised the build up. This is my building. This is your building. This is my building. We're going to, whatever. They had each other's back. They kept letting us know how they respect each other. And we're supposed to be excited for them to fight tomorrow. That's pretty much it. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss had an encounter with whatever their name is, Sol Ruka and the other girl in NXT. But Lash Legend is going to be somebody that's supposed to be on the War Games match. It's supposed to be Lash Legend, Nia Jax, along with the Kabuki Warriors and Becky Lynch. Those are the 5 women that will be in Survivor Series War Games against Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. Damn it. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. I'd have to go back, man. But I'm impressed with I'm excited for the Lash Legend thing. Like that's gonna be good in my opinion. AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. That is, according to Dave Meltzer, that's what the Survivor Series War Games could look like. And as far as the men, it sounds pretty fair to me and reasonable, except for Austin Theory. I don't know. I knew he was going to be babyface, but no, I guess that's not babyface. I'm sorry. He's going to be with Brock Lesnar and The Vision in the War Games versus Roman, Punk, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu. Or LA Knight would take Jimmy Uso's spot. Now, for Dave Meltzer to say that, that means I'm on to something when I say don't sleep on Big Jim. He's being dismissed so much. He'll probably turn heel at Survivor Series War Games, or he will already be heel, and so he won't be a part of that match because he'll already be heel. And it makes sense to me to do that or else you won't have anything for LA Knight to do. But we will see. It's time for him to do something with Big Jim. He deserves a little more than what he's been getting. He's got just as much aura and swag to him too as Jay. I'm sorry. I think he does. He's just as good on the pro. He's better on the mic than Jay. It's not a clownish gimmick, a circus show that some people think it is with Jey Uso when you get done eating. So they need to do something with Jimmy. I hope they do. We'll see. Okay, Mikey is talking. Uncle JJ, I had to buy tickets for Cena's last match. Oh, wow. You're going to be in D.C. December 13th. Good luck, man. Congratulations. I heard tickets were sky high. You must be a fan, brother. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's worth it. I don't think it will be, but since you got a ticket, good luck. I hope it is. I had to. My dad want to see Cena one last time. No way. No way. Hey, man, good for you, man. Oh, it's his early birthday gift. Okay. I can't say nothing to that. Happy birthday, Dad. But, man, those tickets I hear is just like through the roof. And it's like, who the hell do y'all think Cena is? Okay, bang, bang. OG from the V. How you doing, brother? Robert, what's up with you, man? Madrano 8. Tack, bang, bang. What's up, Tack? Bang, bang, right back at you. Daddy Wayne said they could be doing so much more, but they are playing it safe, cutting corners on the budget. I don't even know if the budget is what it is, Daddy Wayne. I think it's just more of they just being safe because they don't want certain people to take losses. And back in the day, ruthless aggression, attitude era, it was okay for Kurt Angle to take a loss on one night to Triple H. And Triple H would take the loss to Kurt Angle the next week. It was okay if Jericho, pinned The Rock one time. The Rock is going to win him, is going to beat him at the pay-per-view. The Undertaker didn't beat everybody during the Attitude Era. He wasn't the same old dead man. Stone Cold whooped the shit out of him many a times. You can't protect everybody when you've got this much talent, And I don't think they've got that type of roster today, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they BSing, man. And not letting the wrestlers live up to their potential of pushing people the crowd actually wants. Man, you said it, Wayne. See, Wayne gets it. But we had what's her name, Lady Liddy. She didn't want to hear that shit. I get it, but if you're not making no sense, you're wasting your breath talking to me. I'm not gonna say, yeah, you're right. If that's what you're looking for, I don't agree. What do you think of Eddie Guerrero? I think if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Happy birthday to happy heavenly birthday to Eddie Guerrero. I think it was a few days ago or just yesterday. I love Eddie Guerrero. Man, were those the days. Thank you for the comment, George863. And thank you for the gift of badge. Officially, Bryce, thank you for joining me. Larry DeMarcis, thank you for joining. Yesterday, I was right. Yesterday was his birthday. Okay, y'all, let's get to the NFL schedule for week 6 in the NFL. I've said enough about Friday night crackdown. It was okay. Again, ladies and gentlemen, in the morning, I will be live streaming, not just doing this right here. I will have the camera on all of the matches. I will be live streaming WWE Crown Jewel in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Don't be late. It's only 5 matches. If you blink, it'll be over with because we're not going to get shit else. At least I'd be surprised if we did. Okay, y'all, it's 2-2. The Mariners have actually tied it up. This is going to be a good finish, man, in Seattle. And I know I got some Seattle people in here on TikTok, man. And look, it's not the Seahawks. So, hey, go Mariners. I'm okay with saying that. I think it'll be a much better series if it's the Mariners. I don't know if the Tigers got a chance with the Blue Jays, but I still think Toronto is in the World Series. I'm going to say Toronto and LA Dodgers. But then again, Milwaukee has been good this year. They've got a game tomorrow, do or die. Game 5, winner takes all. The Cubs came back from being down 0-2. They tied it up at 2, and tomorrow it's the Brewers and the Cubs. I would like to see the Cubs win that because I don't know if the Dodgers can beat Milwaukee, and I like the Dodgers. Time I told you all that, that's when the Dodgers are going to get swept. I've been trying not to tell y'all that, though, because I know I rock a Blue Jay hat, too. But I don't just, like, I'm not a diehard, but I've been watching since Clayton Kershaw started winning me parlays about 6-7 years ago. So I've kind of been high on the Dodgers. And that's before the 2020 World Series Championship and the 2024 World Series Championship. It'd be nice if the Dodgers could go back-to-back, but if they do, that means somebody's going to go back-to-back in football or basketball, and I would say the MLB and the NBA kind of do the same thing, go hand in hand. And believe it or not, this is my theory, the WWE and the NFL do a lot of things that go hand in hand. Remember when Cody won back-to-back Royal Rumbles and the Kansas City Chiefs won back-to-back Super Bowls? Yeah. And then when Jey Uso won, like when they cut that off and he won the Royal Rumble, that's when we got a new Super Bowl champion, and it was the Eagles. Let's see how it does this year. I know Jey Uso won't win it again, so I would say that we're going to have a new Super Bowl champion, meaning that Mikey, who went like that, the Eagles may not repeat. What is going on with the Eagles, man? I don't know if you were here last night, but I talked about it. A.J. Brown said, what meeting? I don't recall. Then he tried to clean it up a little later and said, well, look, I saw Saquon out in the parking lot, and then I saw Jalen, and we talked for a minute. That was it. He wants out of Philadelphia, Mikey. What would you take to get rid of him? What would it take to get rid of him? Second round, third round pick? What is it? What's the price going to be? They've already came out and said they may trade him in the offseason. If this keeps up, do you really think they won't do this before the November 4th deadline? The Las Vegas Aces are the 2025 WNBA champions. It's their third championship in the last 4 seasons. Damn. They're a dynasty. And Angel Wilson, MVP and champion. What a year she's having. The best basketball player in the WNBA. Congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces. I wanted to catch a game while I was there in Las Vegas for the Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez fight, but I don't think they had a game during that weekend. The Aces win the WNBA Finals, their third title in 4 seasons. Angel Wilson dropped 31 of them things. 31 as they complete a 4-0 sweep. Pure domination. Pure domination. Okay, y'all. NFL picks, and I'm out of here. I gave y'all the college football picks last night. If you didn't catch that, it's on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can go back and check that content out. My Crown Jewel predictions, if you missed that, I uploaded it on Wednesday. It's also on the YouTube channel and on the TikTok. Just check my profile. All right, y'all. We'll start with the game on Sunday morning in London, England. Broncos, Jets. The Broncos are coming off of a great upset victory in Philly as they beat the Eagles last week. Now, a lot of times when teams beat teams that they shouldn't have beat or that you didn't think they would beat, look for them to lay an egg the next week. Now, I'm not saying they're going to lose to the Jets, but this game is in New York, and the Jets got to win at some point, right? Well, I take that back. It's not in New York. I just said it was in London, England. So this actually helps the Broncos, and now it's really not so much of a damn road game for the Broncos at all. They'll probably have more fans there than the Jets. I say that the Broncos win, but I don't know if they cover the 6.5 because the Broncos' offense is still kind of suspect. Defense, though, is good, so I'm just going to say the Broncos win. I'm not betting on that game at all, though. But give me the Broncos. Browns, Steelers. Dylan Gabriel makes his second start in the NFL, and Shedeur Sanders will be backing him up. This is the way it should have been week 1. But anyway, I digress. Who wins this game, Browns or Steelers? I'm going to say if the Steelers are favored to win, minus 280. The Browns almost had the Vikings beat last week. I don't know how they'll play defense against Dylan Gabriel, but he had a pretty good game. I don't think that he'll get injured or anything like that. I think if they can keep him upright, he'll have a solid game again here. But not good enough for me to bet on Cleveland to win. I don't want to bet on the Steelers on the money line either. But I'll just say the Steelers win, and they probably do cover that 5.5. But the main thing, the most important thing out of this game is just the progress or the development of Dylan Gabriel. What would it be What would it look like? Will we see it? Mikey said he went too damn soon. Tiffany losing tomorrow. She picked up the win for the tag team match. That's right, Mikey. And I think she has to lose anyway because Stephanie Valkyrie just became the women's world champion. Tiffany's been the champion all year long. She doesn't need this win as much as Tiffany. As much as Stephanie. But I don't want to give my picks in case anybody didn't see those picks. It's exactly what I said, Mikey. Shane said, Shane Riley, maybe we can make a trade with Cincinnati, give them a third and a fifth for Hendricks. Yeah, but the only problem is, and I do think the Bengals would probably do business with us, but when they made that trade for Flacco, what if they actually win 2 out of the next 3 games, 2 out of the next 4 games? Trade deadline is in about 4 more weeks. No, 3 weeks. And if they can win 2 out of that 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if they upset the Packers in Green Bay. I really wouldn't. Nobody's picking that game, so watch out. We know Flacco can beat Green Bay. And it's just Cincinnati doesn't have the defense that Cleveland has, though. But anyway, back to the issue. I would say that the Bengals, they're waiting to see how these next 3 games go. Now, if they lose them all, hell yeah, they're willing to sell. And I hope they do. But I just got this funniest feeling that the Bengals may still be right at 500, keeping their head above water by the time Joe Burrow can come back. But then again, if Flacco's garbage, that won't happen. We'll see. They said the hell with Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson. We'll just get Joe Flacco. I'm going to take the Steelers to beat the Browns, I guess. But I expect Dylan Gabriel to have another decent game. We'll see. I would love to see the progression that he makes in his game. Again, if anything happens, and he would probably have to get hurt, he could throw 3 interceptions, 4 interceptions, and I still don't think Stefanski's going to go to his backup, his new backup, Shedeur Sanders. Cowboys at Panthers. Now, this could be a trap game, and I know I'm saying that as if the Cowboys are really good, but they are at 500. They're 2-2-1, thanks to that tie, and the Panthers are 2-3. The Panthers only have 2 wins, but they've been 2 impressive wins in Carolina. They're in Carolina. I would not be surprised if the Panthers win this game. Y'all know I said that the Panthers are going to be better than what they have been. I expect more development from Bryce Young. Sometime I haven't really been seeing that, but then there's some moments where I'm like, oh, there it is. But what's his name? T-Mac, the rookie McMillan. He ain't really showed up as much. I expect more from him. Xavier Legette is starting to pick it up. Legette. And that's somebody that people are saying the Niners may trade for. Why would we trade for Legette? That would tell me Brandon Ayuk is getting traded or he ain't coming back this year. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to take the Panthers for the upset to go 3-3. And the Cowboys lose, they'll be 2-3-1. Still not the end of the world for Dallas. They're favored to win, minus 170 on the money line. But I probably would take the Panthers at plus 145. If I don't do that, then I definitely go. Let me play it smart and just say plus 3.5 on the spread. The Cowboys still could win, but only by a field goal. I see some Cowboys in the house right now. OG from, he's saying Cowboys. And you could be right. It's going to be a complete teardown in Cincinnati. Well, if it is, then yeah, let's fucking go get Hendricks. I'm all for it. The only thing is you can't give up too much, Shane Riley, on YouTube because, hey, man, don't forget. He's a free agent at the end of the year. He can go sign anywhere else unless we extend him before the end of the season. And I don't know if we can afford to do that with Bosa coming back making $34 million a year. So that's why I don't think they're going to really do a big name like Hendricks. Anyway, Chargers, I'm going with the Panthers on the point spread, plus 3.5 Carolina. Chargers, Dolphins. This is a sneaky one here. I say that because, well, the Chargers got off to a 3-0 start, but now they've lost 2 straight. And the first loss they had was on the East Coast, the Eastern time zone, when they went to MetLife Stadium to play the Giants. And now they've got to come back on the East Coast again. After going home, losing to the Commanders, they got to come all the way back out east to play the Dolphins, southeast that is. Now, I don't think the Dolphins are going to win this game, but they're at home and the Chargers are banged up. They don't have running backs. Jim Harbaugh has shuffled the offensive line so much that where I don't think he can shuffle it anymore. Rashawn Slater got hurt. He moved Joe Alt over there, and I think Joe Alt got hurt. It's kind of rough for Justin Herbert right now in this offense. And I guess the Chargers win, but at minus 200, I wouldn't bet on that. I'm gonna stay away from that game. I kind of want to bet Miami plus 3.5. But man, wouldn't it be a shame if the Chargers lost 3 straight? It would help the Chiefs out, but I ain't touching that. I'll say Chargers, but man, I ain't that confident in picking them. And it's because they're banged up, not because they're not as good as we thought they were. They're really hurt right now. Amarian Hampton is out right now on IR. He's in a boot. And what's his name? Najee Harris is done for the year. Okay, here's the trap game right here. The New England Patriots at the New Orleans Saints. Why is it a trap game? That's easy. Because I think it's scripted. And I think this shit is fake. And I think if everybody goes to put their money and bet on the Patriots after they just had a great win, an impressive win last Sunday night against Buffalo in prime time, of course they're going to beat the New Orleans Saints, right? I don't know. Not so fast. Yes, the Saints are 1-4, but the Saints are much better at home. And that plus 160 money line looks very tempting, but I will probably go with the plus 3.5 on the point spread, which is at a minus 120. If it stays at 3.5, or if it goes up to 4.5, I would bet on it. Now, if it drops down to 3 or 2.5, I'm not fucking with it. The Patriots look like they're ready, and it looks like they've arrived and they're back. But as soon as we say that, we're gonna be like, man, what the hell happened here? The Giants just did it. They beat and upset the Chargers at home, and then they went to New Orleans and laid an egg last week. And then after losing to the Saints, nobody expected them to beat the Eagles, really. They might have did, but they didn't bet on it. And they beat the Eagles. You see how they be tweaking that shit? It's all about the Benjamins, baby. No Diddy. And the house always wins. So I won't be surprised if New England only wins by a field goal. I won't be surprised if the Patriots lose outright. But I'm going to be safe, like Triple H and the WWE creative team. I'm going to say the Saints plus 3.5 on the point spread. I'll take that. That's just how it goes, y'all. I know it sounds crazy when I say it, but then when it happens, y'all be like, damn, Monk, you got another one right. That's why you got to follow. That's why you got to subscribe. Okay, wrapping this up now. Rams, Ravens. This could be a blowout, y'all. Lamar Jackson is out for a second straight week. A lot of people said that Lamar quit on his team against the Chiefs. Do you think he missed 2 damn games after the Chief game, though? Does he not want to go to the playoffs? Has he given up? What? Maybe he really is injured. Anyway, the Rams are favored at minus 400. The point spread is 7.5. And I'm not going to lie to you. They're pressing us to pick that. I may actually do it because the Rams just lost to the 49ers, a game that they shouldn't have lost. I think they're going to really go off, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on Cooper. What's his name again? Cooper Rush, hanging with Mr. Cooper Rush. Yeah, give me the Rams minus 7.5 on the point spread. All right, that's a 3-leg parlay I got so far. Seahawks and Jaguars, y'all, I don't know what to say about this one. And 49er fans, I'm not trying to upset you, but I kind of think we're going to lose Sunday, and I kind of think the Seahawks may get the win here. They don't have anybody favored. Both of them on the money line are minus 110. Usually when I see games like this, and again, this is not me talking X's and O's, really. Sometimes I'll give you the X's and O's, and then I'll still tell you that shit don't matter. Because if they see somebody betting 95% one way, they will take all your money off, all your chips off the crap table. And this is a game where they're going to watch the bets first. They don't even know who to tell you is the favorite here. But when you see 2 teams where the Seahawks are 3-2 and the Jaguars are 4-1, watch out with that. Because I would say that the Seahawks will win. A lot of times when I notice this, when I'm looking at the scores and looking at the bottom of the screen, I'm like, how come it always be like teams with these 7-game winning streaks or these 7-game losing streaks? Everything ends at 7 or 3 or 5. Keep that in mind. If gematria is real, look that up. It's some type of numbers and words that they play with in geometry. If this stuff is scripted, I usually see teams have the same record at the end of the game. And if the Seahawks win, they're 4-2, and the Jaguars would lose and go to 4-2. Just for that little theory alone, I won't be surprised if the Seahawks win. They're coming off of a devastating loss at home to Tampa Bay. I can see them coming out here doing what we didn't do, and that's beat the Jaguars. Doesn't mean they're better than us. It's just they're playing with your money. And everybody's saying that the Jaguars are for real, and some people saying no, they're still not. Well, this will show that the Jaguars aren't what we thought they were, and now they came back to life. They let the Seahawks come in there and beat them. The Seahawks are pretty good offensively if they stop in Jigba. Now, the Jaguars' defense is not bad, but let's be honest. The Chiefs' offense still isn't quite there yet. The Seahawks, they moved the ball now. They moved it on the Buccaneers, and it just came down to one pick that Sam Darnold finally gave them. I kind of am leaning toward the Seahawks, but because this money line looks all effed up, I ain't going to mess with it. The one reason why I want to say the Seahawks is going to win also is that they've got the Seahawks favored. Oh, I didn't know the Seahawks. They changed that. The Jaguars were favored, I thought. The Seahawks on the point spread are -1.5. And I hate to mess with 1.5 on the point spread. So I take back everything I said. I'm sorry. I should have been better prepared there. They changed this, I'm telling you. Pay attention to that. If it stays 1.5, go with the plus. That usually hits every time. Right now, Seattle was -1.5, so I'm going Jacksonville +1.5. But on second thought, I don't even want to touch that game. I'm not betting on it. But if y'all do, I would say Jacksonville +1.5 at -125. Disregard everything else I said, y'all. That was a waste of time. I could have sworn I saw Jacksonville favored the other day. All right, Arizona Cardinals at the Indianapolis Colts. Kyler Murray has been limited in practice. Don't know if he's going to play or not. I think he's questionable. Y'all, the Cardinals just can't get any offense going. What happened to Marvin Harrison Jr.? It's apparent that he's either not his daddy or Kyler Murray just ain't that dude. Either way it goes, their defense can only do so much. Looks like the Colts are going to go 5-1. But at -340, I ain't messing with it. And I'm not sure if the Colts will cover that 6.5 either. That's a little high. But if Kyler Murray doesn't play, yeah, maybe they do. Yeah, I may actually take a chance on that. It could be a trap, but I may do it. Fuck it. Colts -6.5. Titans, Raiders, who gives a damn? The Raiders are favored, though. Don't know why. They're both bad. But, yeah, I'm not even picking that. Who cares? I hope the Titans win. Because if the Titans know what I'm talking about, I hope the Raiders win. Because they'll never trade Max Crosby or anybody else to the Niners from the Raiders. But if the Titans go ahead and lose and go 1-5, maybe we can get Arden Key or Jeffrey Simmons. All right. Niners, Buccaneers. So I can answer this question now from Daniel Guevara, 948. What's up to Black Dog owner? I would say that the Niners are going to lose this game, y'all. Now, right now, the point spread is 3.5. Tampa Bay. Unless it goes up to 6.5, 7. Shanahan doesn't have enough. He's not pissed off enough to go off. They said he went off last week against the Rams because he was very, very, very pissed, according to Mac Jones, that they were 8.5 underdogs. 8.5-point underdog. Well, that's real lower now, which I'm surprised because this is Tampa Bay, in Tampa Bay. Arguably the best offense in football right now. I'm not touching this game on the bet part, but if I did, I probably would say Niners +3.5. That's if Mac Jones can play the whole game, but I'm not sure if he will. Something tells me with a knee injury and an oblique injury, he's going to get kicked out of this game, and we're going to end up seeing our third-string quarterback, what's his name, Adrian Martinez. He's good with his legs if you look at his UFL tape, but I don't know nothing about his arm. We probably don't win this game. It could get ugly if Mac Jones get knocked out. We could lose this game 30-13. Y'all, I circled the Rams and the Buccaneers as losses, though, when we did our NFC West predictions. Most of you have already confessed that you didn't think we beat the Rams or the Buccaneers. So it's okay if we lose this game. My prediction is that we'll get our lick back in the NFC divisional round. The Buccaneers will be one and done thanks to us because we're going to eliminate them. They're going to win 12 or 13 games, and we're going to boot their ass out and get our lick back to avenge the loss that we're probably going to get Sunday. I hope I'm wrong, Niner gang. I hope I'm wrong, but if I got to be realistic, I can't just go jump out the window like I did last week and say that we were beating the Rams. Now, I got that right. I'm almost kind of wanting to lean towards saying that Mac Jones he will get knocked out and Martinez will come in and save the day, and we will have the biggest quarterback controversy of NFL history between the QB1, the QB2, and the QB3. If it would happen under Kyle Shanahan's watch. I could see that happening. That's how I predicted the Mac Jones to beat the Rams. Purdy tries to play. He gets knocked out. Mac Jones has to come in, be heroic. We win. He did beat the Rams, but he played the whole game. But unless something like that, which would be a miracle, yeah, the Buccaneers will probably beat us, y'all. Now, here's the part where we have a chance. Even though the Buccaneers are like number one against the run, their run defense, their pass defense is like 27th in the NFL. And we're top 3 in passing the football. Actually, we lead the league in yards per game, in passing yards per game. So this could be a shootout, even though they have like the over-under is like, what, 47.5? I don't know about that. I actually, if I do anything, it probably would be me going over. Because the Buccaneers don't turn the ball over and we don't force turnovers. So they're going to score. They're not good against the pass. We are good passing, even without Ricky Pearsall, who's not playing. Jawan Jennings is going to try to go. He's questionable. We've got a lot of questionable players. Mac Jones is actually still questionable. A few more people that I'm leaving out. Malik Mustafa, who is back, but he still might not go. He's questionable. He did practice today, though. Be lovely to get Mustafa back now. We could get him back. That's a huge booster. Maybe the offense, maybe we can get a few stops because Baker's been lighting it up. And the way our secondary has been with no pass rush, yeah, we can get lit the fuck up real quick all day long. It could be clinic, surgical. But with Mustafa coming back, if he can play, we'll see. I'm going to still say we don't win this game, though, y'all. Realistically, I would just stick with the over on 47.5 because I think this actually could be kind of a shootout, believe it or not, if Mac Jones doesn't get knocked out. If Mac Jones can play this whole game, yes, we can beat these guys. We definitely can. I think they opened his practice window. DJ, no, he can play. He may play Sunday. Yeah, they opened his practice window and he's been practicing. And he's been looking so good to where he's questionable. That's what I've heard from the reporters. And check the web zone. That's exactly what I think the depth chart says or shows. Southboy315 says a wounded animal is the most dangerous animal. Yeah, that's true. Like a scared person, right? That's why I used to hate when bullies. I'm like, bullies are so stupid. He's scared of you, but he could probably kill you because he's scared, motherfucker. Giving me flashbacks from some things that I used to see back in the day. A scary person is a dangerous person. Just like he said, a wounded animal can be dangerous as well. You're right. Look, y'all, I don't want to say my team is losing, but damn it, I can't say we're going to win 17 games. We're going 17-0. You know we're not. We already got one loss. Now, I didn't pick us to lose that game, but we lost it. So a part of me wants to say we win, but if Mac Jones doesn't play this whole game, and I got a feeling he won't, this may get ugly. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay in this win, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong. Don't shoot. I hope I'm wrong. But I like to be right more than anything. So, this is my job to kind of tell y'all who I got. And on my parlay, I think I'm going over on that right there. I'm not picking on the money line at all. So I'm still not betting against us. I think this goes over 47.5. The Buccaneers are terrible with their pass defense. We're number one in passing yards per game. Unless the pressure gets to Mac, which it could. If Todd Bowles started dialing that blitz up, it ain't going over 47.5. And if it does, most of the points will be to Tampa Bay. That's what I'm afraid of. How good can Mac Jones be with an oblique injury? Ain't that like in the rib section or something, in the rib area? All right, moving on. I take the over 47.5 if Mac can play. But that plus 155, us winning, that does look good. Bengals, Packers. Bengals are on the money line at plus 800, so I know they're not winning. However, 14.5, give me the plus 14.5. I know the Packers are at home. I know they're coming off of a bye week, but still, there's no guarantee they're going to win by more than 2 touchdowns. That's too high for me. I'm going plus 14.5. And I've already got a good 6 leg. I've got a good 6 leg right now. Chiefs, Lions, Sunday Night Football. Woo! Y'all, I don't think the Chiefs are better than the Lions. I don't. However, they are at home. They're desperate. They need to get back to 500. They need to try to stay on the Chargers' tail. I don't think they're better than them, but why are they favored to win? Vegas, ESPN Bet or whatever have the Chiefs at minus 135. Why? 2.5 on the point spread. I actually kind of think the Detroit Lions will blow them out. So what does Vegas know that we don't? This is where it gets tricky. I won't be surprised if the Chiefs win this game. They lost to the Jaguars, so you're counting them out saying, and they've got the Detroit Lions coming to Arrowhead? Oh, that's another loss. And then it won't be. Just like what the Giants did after they beat the Chargers in an upset, they went and lost to the Saints. Just like the Patriots who just beat the Bills in prime time, very impressive. They may go to New Orleans and lose. The Patriots this Sunday. I've already talked about it. I passed that game, but I went with the plus 3.5 New Orleans for right now because that's just how they like to take our money. It's the biggest scam in the game. I don't know what to say on this game, and I'm not even going to bet on it. But I would probably say if I had to bet, why would they be betting on the Chiefs? I would much rather go with that plus 115 Detroit. Somebody tell me I'm crazy. D has to show up. Who's D? Says DJ. The Niners, D? Are we still talking Niners or are we on Chiefs and the Lions? We will win. Kyle Shanahan will win us the game. You're bugging. He owns Todd Bowles. Why I gotta be bugging is because you don't agree. Damn. Yeah, okay, we're gonna win. We're gonna win all the rest of the fucking games. We're gonna finish 16-1. You right, Max. Damn. I'm trying to be realistic here. Can I do what I do over here? That's the very reason why we're probably going to lose this game, because Kyle Shanahan has owned Todd Bowles. Y'all just told me last week that the Buccaneers own the Eagles. And I said, well, don't you think at some point, if they have the Eagles number, don't you think it's time for the Eagles to change that motherfucker? And that's exactly what they did, bro. The Eagles lost. Not only that, they lost again. So, hey, I know we all are couch general managers or whatever. We think we know what we know, but y'all got to give me my credit now. I've been right a lot more than I've been wrong here on this podcast. Y'all know that. That's why y'all are here watching me, right? I'm not bugging. I think that if we've beaten the Buccaneers for 4 straight times, we're due for a loss. What you missed is I had us losing this game when I did the NFC West predictions. The Rams and the Buccaneers were losses. Then I said, nope, we're beating the Rams when we got to week 5 and we beat them. I was right. Y'all said we wasn't beating them. We ain't got a chance. Beat them with who, Unc? And I said, don't worry about with who. So you want to doubt me again, huh? Okay. I'll say this. We've beaten them 4 times in a row. My theory is that we could possibly lose to them Sunday and we're going to get them back in the playoffs, NFC divisional round. Buccaneers, #1 seed. I predicted this. Go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. Go back and check it out. When I did the NFC West predictions, I also finished that episode by doing the entire playoff picture and the Super Bowl. And I said that the Niners are going to knock out the Buccaneers and they're going to be one and done. That'll make that win much more important if we lose and get our ass kicked Sunday. I would much rather it end like that, unless we're going to beat them both times. And that would be 6 straight victories over Tampa Bay. We have had their number. But y'all told me the same thing about Tampa Bay against Philly. And You know what I'm saying? I mean, not Tampa Bay and Philly. Yeah, Tampa Bay and Philly. And Philly beat them. Philly beat them. Just like I said they would. I could see us losing. Now, again, these streaks that I tell you about, according to Gematria, we could win and get that to 5 straight. But, man, like I said, do you not know that Mac Jones is injured? He's got 2 different injuries, knee and oblique. If he makes it, yes, we can win. But if he don't finish the game, you think we're going to win with Adrian Martinez? I don't know. Mustafa needs to show out if he plays Niner for life. He's questionable. Niners for Life said, yes, it's a tough one. It is. It is. It's a tough one. Thank you for the rose, Niners for Life. Mustafa may play. If he does, that definitely changes some things. Maybe we will make the Buccaneers punt sometimes because it doesn't look like on paper they're going to punt much. The Buccaneers don't turn the ball over at all, and we don't force turnovers at all. That's why you may want to just go with the over on the over-under. Martinez was USFL MVP. Let's hope. Hey, I said he got legs. That's all I know about him, though. But Ty Bowles is going to be like a shark that smells water for Mac Jones in that pocket. He's going to try to take him out. Let's see how the pass protection holds up. It held up pretty good last week. He only got hit a few times, but when he did, he damn near didn't get up. Now he's got the oblique injury, so I don't know. I know we're talking about NFL right now, but about 27 minutes ago, Nico Extra 1 just said Wes Lee got released. May have been quietly cut from WWE. Oh, wow. Thank you for that information, Mikey. Who is that? Terrorist? I don't know what it is. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Okay, y'all. I'm done. That's pretty much it. I don't have to talk about the Monday night games until Sunday night. That's Buffalo at Atlanta and Chicago Bears at the Washington Commanders. It's a double header. More games that they're taking away from the very high, expensive, inflated NFL Sunday ticket. Thanks a lot, Goodell. Yeah, I'll talk about the Bills and Falcons and the Bears and Commanders after we wrap up the Sunday night games. Yeah, I'm thinking the Lions should beat the Chiefs. But again, why is everybody saying on these sports books, why is ESPN bet have the Chiefs favorite? I don't understand that. Is it freezing his ass off in Kansas City already? I don't think so. Is it cold anywhere yet? I don't think it is yet, at least not in the Midwest. Why would they think the Lions are going to come in here and not beat the Chiefs? I don't understand it. They scored like 160 points in the past 4 games. And some of you all said the Lions were through. I'm like, damn, how good do you think Ben Johnson is? Is he God? He didn't take the Lions players with him to Chicago. I told y'all they'd be fine. Look, if the game is real, they can blow the Chiefs out. I ain't going to touch it. This is confusing. But the Chiefs probably are going to win this game because no one expects them to beat the Lions, even though Vegas has them favored, because they couldn't even beat the Jaguars, who some people are still not sold on yet. So that's that. You think Sanders will quarterback for the 49ers? Sanders just got bumped up to QB2 in Cleveland, man. Thank you for the comment, Hush, bro. So I don't see it happening right now. Now, if he had stayed QB3 and inactive, I would have been like, hey, man, call him up. If they don't want him, we're gonna need him more than likely in another week or two. And that's the one thing that makes us say, man, we got to pump the brakes on this Super Bowl talk. Who's our quarterback going to be? Man, KC still got some good weather. Ain't cold yet in Kansas City. Okay, so I don't see how Jared Goff and the Lions are going to struggle. Do not start, please, Brock, Bum, Purdy, start Mac Jones. Oh, Mac is playing. We think. But Brock is already listed out. He's not even making the trip to Florida. And we don't know when we're going to see Brock Purdy. I told y'all if he came back for that Jaguar game, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him for the rest of the year. Because he's going to come back and aggravate it, and that's already an injury that it lingers all season long. You know how many games Deion Sanders used to miss with that turf toe? Especially when he got to Dallas. It goes on. for a long time. Sometimes it never get fixed, and Dion's never got fixed. And he finally had to get that thing cut off about a year ago. And he ain't played football in decades. Now, I know they're saying it's not really a turf toe, it's just a torn ligament in the toe, but he came back too soon and he aggravated it. The only thing that'll get Purdy back is if Mac Jones gets took out and Martinez looks like ass. Then it'll be a rush. Y'all should be 4-0, but y'all started Brock Purdy. I know, Mikey. I know. And I had to write the perfect story for Mac Jones to beat his former Jaguar team. That didn't happen. You know who could go 4-0 though still? Mac Jones if they win Sunday. I don't know how that game's going to go though, y'all. I'm really undecided, but I said that I think this could be a loss. And I mean, look, like we're not going to win every game, you know? And you're not a realistic fan if you're upset with me for saying we probably lose this game. But I hope I'm wrong. Hush Bro said we dead in the water. Well, see, now that's realistic. I don't have a problem with him saying that. A lot of people on here said that who we going to beat the Rams with, Unc? And I said, don't worry about who we beat them with. It's fake. We'll beat them. And we did. Do you think that was the best play call Sean McVay could have came up with on that 4th and 1? Hell, get the fuck out of here. He did what he was told. Yeah, there's another one right there. TRKJ Dom says, I also think we will lose. See, it's okay. Somebody was in here saying I'm bugging. Like, okay, yeah, we're just going to go 17-0, bro. Come on now, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, this may be a loss here, but it'll be okay because George Kittle is coming back week 7. Sunday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons. We'll go back home to Levi. Not that I really like us at Levi because we do not play as good as we do on the road. But that'll be where we get back in the winning column. If we go 4-2, it's okay. We're going to go 5-2 and beat the Falcons, and Kittle will be back, and he's going to make somebody look good, whether it's Mac Jones or the third-string quarterback. Purdy is week to week. But from what I'm hearing, it's going to be some weeks before we can even really consider her coming back. He ain't practicing at all. He ain't even making trips anymore. They think he'll do better if he just stays put. As far as the rehabbing goes. We might win. We beat the Rams. You think the Rams are better than the Buccaneers, though? Shea Jordan? I don't. Not offensively, they're not. They're good, but I don't think they're better than the. Keep in mind, the Rams really should have lost to the Colts. If the Colts don't do that dumbass shit where the guy gets a touchback, loses the ball on his way into the end zone, they weren't supposed to be beating the Colts. Now, I'm not saying we'll beat the Colts. The Colts they actually may be the real deal Holyfield. I'm not sure. Colts and the Jaguars, we've already lost to the Jags. We may lose to the Colts. The Rams should have lost to them. But the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield is on an MVP level right now. He's hot. Emeka Ibuka don't even look like a rookie. The only thing we have working for us in our favor is that Mike Evans is out, Chris Godwin is out, Bucky Irvin is out. They're just as banged up as us, but not quite. I don't see us get any pass rush around Tristan Wirfs. I don't know if we'll get to touch Baker Mayfield. It's going to have to be some blitzing, or that secondary is going to get ate alive. That's what I'm worried about. I think we'll get our yards too, because I told you the Buccaneers' pass defense is 27, but their run defense is like number 1. So look, man, yeah, I know a lot of y'all think that we could win. Yeah, of course we could, but I think we're being realistic here, saying, yeah, this one might not work in our favor. And the only reason why I am saying we won't win probably is because I'm not sure if Mac Jones will get through this entire football game. Y'all got to watch out for Nabuka. Yeah, hey, man, did you see him show out in Seattle last week? Now, the Buccaneers are not great. They're not awesome. They're not undefeated. They've been beat. What I'm saying is that, and they lost the game that I told y'all they would lose to against Philly. What I'm saying is that as good as they are offensively, they've only won these games by 1 score, just like us. They could easily be 1-4 instead of 4-1, just like us. And that's because they ain't getting enough stops. It's coming down to Baker Mayfield having to win it for them, be clutch every week, and hit walk-off home runs. It's still 2-2, bottom of the ninth. Tigers, Mariners. 2 outs. A runner on first. 0-1 is the pitch. That may go into extra innings, or Seattle could win this. Speaking of walk-off home runs or walk-off runs, Seattle could be about to do this in a minute. Winner plays the Blue Jays. But yeah, what I'm saying is, as good as the Buccaneers is now, I ain't going to act like I don't know why they're having to be clutch and win these games in the final buzzer, at the buzzer, every week. Because they ain't getting enough stops. And it's because you can throw the ball on them. And we're number 1 at that in yards per game, passing yards, that is. So, yeah, we can win. But I ain't going to come out and just say we beat them. I'm not as confident as I was last week. And that oblique injury is the reason why. If Mac Jones gets knocked out of this game, man, I don't know what to say. Kyle is going to panic, and he's just going to call all kind of read options and just run the ball with the quarterback, because that dude could run in the UFL. USFL. MLB looking nice, too. It is. It really is, Mikey. Daniel Jones looking nice for Indianapolis. He is. But this is going to go into extra innings. It looks like it. Yep. Detroit just struck him out. They had a runner on first, but they just caught him. 2-2. We're going into extra innings. I said that about the Rams. We're going to lose. Shay Jordan, see what I'm saying? Thank you for admitting that. It was a lot of people told me, beat the Rams with who? I said, don't worry about that, baby. We're going to win. We're going to win. 23-20. And we won 26-23. Had we went to overtime, I would have been right with the score and everything. So when I say we may lose, it ain't the end of the world. I'm not a bandwagoner. Oh, my God. Imagine the Colts going to the Super Bowl this year. Colts fans would be happy as hell. I know a Colts fan, too. Adrian, if you're watching, I know you're happy right now, right? I hate to hit y'all with another conspiracy, and I'm about to wrap this up because I got to go pay some bills. I got to do some work. I'm coming back after my 6-7 hour shift that I'm about to do, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to live stream WWE Crown Jewel, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. Well, let me give you this, Mikey. Y'all know Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, passed away earlier this year, right? Or was it last year? Yeah, this year. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he'll go to the Super Bowl, but 30 years ago, the 95 Indianapolis Colts were called the Cinderella Colts. I know y'all probably too young to remember this shit. I ain't that old either now. I just look like this. But I remember in 95, the Cinderella Colts went to the AFC Championship game with Jim Harbaugh. It was called Captain Comeback. And you can't even name the wide receivers that he was throwing to that season. Marshall Faulkner, I think it was his last year as a Colt. Maybe not his last year, but he wasn't there much longer after that. They went to the AFC Championship game, and they had a Hail Mary pass that just fell out of his lap or something like that, and the Steelers went on to the Super Bowl, and we had Cowboys-Steelers Super Bowl 30. Could we have Cowboys and Steelers for Super Bowl 60? I doubt it, but 30-year anniversary. Could this be the Colts reliving 1995 all over again? Mikey said, you definitely same here. I know, right? But yeah, man, I don't know. The Colts, look, I'm starting to really take them serious. And I'm actually kind of scared that we may lose to that team too, just like we did the Jaguars. If it's meant for us to go as far as I think we may go, we'll lose those AFC South games, 2 of them. But that'll be it. We're not losing these NFC games that matter. And it's okay if the Buccaneers win and they're number 1 in the NFC. It's okay. I have us upsetting the Buccaneers in the NFC divisional round. And they're going to be one and done. We get our lick back, boom. It's going to feel so much sweeter. But what I want to win this Sunday? Of course I do. I would love to be number 1 in the NFC, and we ain't got nobody none of the stars are on the damn active roster. I would love that. But we good. We good. Don't sleep on the Raiders. They cooking. Cooking what? What they cooking? What they cooking? Some chicken shit? I'm sorry. What you mean by that? What's this? Double A-Ron? I'm sorry, man. I ain't trying to laugh at you, but what you mean? Are you being sarcastic here with me or what? Claudia, thank you for joining and thank you for liking the live stream. Thank y'all for liking. I encourage you all to like, share, and follow the Great Debate Show. I have not reached my goal with roses, I don't believe. I would like to do that before I wrap this up. And I'm about to wrap this up. I've been here for 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes. I was here for the Smackdown show. I've done that, and I did the NFL picks. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this baby up. Thank you for the rose, Claudina. Thank you so much. I could use them. Jax, thank you. Mud City, thank y'all for joining me. Valentino, thank you. I'm done, y'all. NFC divisional, I can see that Niners upsetting the Bucks during that. Yeah, and it would make a great story if we lost Sunday and nobody gives us a chance to go to Tampa Bay and beat them in the playoffs when, well, nobody even expected us to be in the playoffs, let alone win the NFC West. And we take them out before we go to, well, I predicted we go to Philly and beat them in the championship game, but that actually could be us going to Green Bay maybe, even though I'm not scared of Green Bay either. I'm not scared of Philadelphia. I'm not scared of Tampa Bay. We just ain't got nobody healthy right now. We're down on quarterbacks. We may be down to our third string quarterback before that game ends. That's the only reason why I'm not saying we're winning. But boy, do I hope I'm wrong. There's nobody really to fear in the NFC. The Cowboys are not out of this thing because they're at 500. Even though I got the Panthers upsetting them Sunday. It's wide the hell open in the NFC, y'all. And if we did look up and get in the Super Bowl, who are we afraid of? It doesn't look like the Ravens or the Chiefs are going to even be in the picture. If it's Buffalo, they're really average. Let's be for real. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Jets. They ain't really beat nobody. The Ravens gave them that game in week 1. We could beat them because their defense is very, very, very suspect. Who else could it be in the AFC? The Colts? The Jaguars? That's what we're doing? Huh. That's another good story. The Niners lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the regular season. They've got a chance to get their payback in the Super Bowl. Not that I'm saying the Jaguars would ever go to the Super Bowl, but the Colts I would really buy, though. We may lose to the Colts in the regular season and beat them in the Super Bowl, beat the Buccaneers in the playoffs, get our lick back. We may be like the 2007 Giants. Isn't that what they did? Everybody they lost to in the regular season, they got their revenge in the playoffs, including the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I just got a funny feeling, y'all. And I know we look weak as hell when we're watching the defense, but we just somehow, some way make a play. Like, where did that come from? Been waiting 4 quarters to see this shit. Oh, well, we made a play. We won the game, and we just, like, move on. On to the next one. The 81 49ers looked just like this, kind of. Everybody was young. Ronnie Lott was a rookie. Eric Wright was a rookie. And them boys won the damn Super Bowl. So, who knows? Whoever said the Raiders are cooking, they smoking crack. I'm trying to see what he was going to say. Let me see what he said. He had to have been playing. He hadn't said anything else, though. So, yeah, I didn't want to ask him what he's smoking, but Mud City said, I just wondering, a ship, go Niners. I just want a ship, go Niners. Okay. I hope we do win a championship. I don't know how we beat the Rams with a half-injured team. That's exactly what you're saying. You said last week, Valentino? Yeah. And we could say the same thing this week about the Buccaneers, right? And it could happen. I know. Well, I told y'all we were going to beat the Rams. Somehow, some way we did. And we very well could beat the Bucs. But it don't mean like I'm going to say we're going to beat them because, well, I don't want to be wrong Sunday night. Oh, this is an early game too, I believe. They flexed this game, y'all. This game was supposed to be 4 p.m. Eastern. It's actually a 1 p.m. Eastern start now. Don't know why. I mean, well, I kind of do. It's in Tampa Bay. When we go to the East Coast, it's usually an early game, but it actually had been slated to be a late game. So that means something gonna be really spicy on one of these late games. And I'm thinking that would be the Packers and the Bengals. No, we are still 325. I mean 425. I'm sorry. Somebody told me that they actually changed it to 1 o'clock. That's not true. It's 325. So we're going to be the spicy game then. Is this going to be a doubleheader, or are we going to be the game of the week? I would surely not think the Bengals and Packers are going to be televised. Not when the Packers are favored minus 1,600 on the money line. 14.5 favorites. Yeah, this game is going to be very interesting. So it's not going to be a blowout, I wouldn't think. This is the game of the week, I would believe. I mean, there's nothing else good at 3 o'clock. There's not a lot of games at 3 o'clock, just the Packers and Bengals and the Niners and Buccaneers and the Titans and Raiders, and you know they're not coming on television. So, yeah, something's going to happen on that game. I don't know if Mac Jones is just going to surprise everybody and do it again. We get a win. That'll be 5 straight wins on Todd Bowles and the Buccaneers. It could happen. We could definitely go to 5. I'm going to talk myself into saying we're going to win if I don't shut up. I just got a feeling Mac Jones may not make it throughout the game, man. Dang, how many more injuries can he sustain? And they keep peeling his ass up off the ground. I think that damn third-string quarterback is going to come in, fuck around, and shock the world and beat the Buccaneers, even if it's only for 2 quarters. He may be heroic. I predicted that to happen against the Rams, but Brock Purdy didn't even play. But I said Mac Jones is going to beat the Rams. Unc JJ, it was the Patriots and the Saints that moved times. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mikey. Okay. That's interesting. Well, like I said, we don't have a lot of 3 o'clock games here, so that makes sense. It's only 2. 1 325 game. So look out for that game to be some drama, man. If everybody does what I think they're going to do and put their money on the Patriots to beat the Saints after what they did to Buffalo, watch them either not cover the 3.5 or they're going to flat out lose in New Orleans. The Saints are a lot better at home. Hell, we barely beat them in New Orleans. The Giants didn't beat them in New Orleans last week. And they had just came off of a high win, an unbelievable win after they beat the Chargers. Something else that I predicted that would happen. Y'all give me some credit now. Shay Jordan said, facts. We hurt, G. We are. 49ers, bang, bang. Mud City, thank you for following. Gustavo, hey, what's up, man? I remember that name. Where you been? Gustavo, I hope I'm saying that right. Avendano, he said Rams versus Niners NFC Championship. I don't want to see that. You're giving me flashbacks. Is it going to be 2021 or 1989? I hope it's 89. I'll tell you what, if we sweep the Rams, which I doubt, I don't want to see them in the championship game. We will never beat the Rams 3 times in one season. It hardly ever happens for anybody. Now, if we split, I'm okay with it. Mud City said, we is winning. We is winning. How the F did we lose to the Jags? Because it's fake. I told y'all that. Frank the Tank is in the building, but they had Montana in 89, yeah. I get what you're saying. We don't have Montana now. Dwight Hicks was a rookie. That's true. Oh, y'all talking about the 81 season again now, huh? So was Eric Wright, the cornerback. So was Ronnie Lott. Rams could go 5-0. Some bad players ruined that. Clean that ish up. You're a Rams fan. I didn't expect y'all to be this good. I'm not going to lie. I thought Matt Stafford's back was worse than what it seems to be. Or maybe I was just kind of hoping that, not wishing that he'd be injured, but I just kind of was hoping it was going to keep him out a little longer. He hadn't missed a beat. They sleeping on us. Stay focused. Stay together. His defense can take us to the house. Bang, bang. Says Jax the Barber. I like them sleeping on us too. Let that continue. I'd rather see Niners versus Bucks NFC Championship or Niners Eagles. I had Niners Eagles or Niners Packers NFC Championship. We'll see. Thank you, Mikey, for even thinking that we'll be there. I don't want to see Niners and I don't want to see Niners Rams. I don't either. I'm sorry, I don't either. Anything but a division game. Because we always pull out the win until we need the win, for real, for real. That's when it kind of like, can we really trust Kyle Shanahan in those moments? Although this year it seems like Kyle is really listening to me during the offseason. He's going for fourth downs and shit. He's being more aggressive. Last Thursday, he didn't play not to lose the game. He actually coached to win the game. That's very uncharacteristic of him. He seems a lot more upbeat in the press conferences. He doesn't seem the same old salty guy who doesn't want to be bothered. He just kind of seems to be a little different. And he coaches a little better when he doesn't have a full deck of cards. When he's got a stacked deck, it's like, man, y'all know what to do. No, how about you call a game? Y'all got it. Debo, you know what to do. Kittle, you know what to block. CMC, you know, you got it. We're going to run your ass on the ground. Touchdown. End of story. But now that he's had to be a little bit innovative, he's had to be creative. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he damn near worked some magic last week, and now that's why people are saying he could be coach of the year. As much as I am critical of him, I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, y'all, I'm finna get out of here. It's been good, y'all. We played at 125. Yeah, we do. We do. You're talking about the West Coast time, right? Yeah. I thought they had moved that up though to 10 a.m. for y'all. 10:25, 10 a.m., 10:05. 10 a.m. That's what I thought they did, but I was informed by Mikey over here on YouTube that that's the Patriots and Saints that they actually changed from an early game to a late game now. Okay. I'm done, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. I gave you Smackdown results, review, live stream / post show, and I gave you week 6 NFL picks, and that's it. I'm done. I hope y'all have a good night. Hope y'all had a fantastic Friday. Again, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. I will be live streaming, showing you the matches on WWE Crown Jewel. How many of y'all are actually going to get up for it? Now, if ain't nobody in here, I'm just going to turn that shit off and I'm going back to bed. So we'll see how it looks. If y'all want to see it, I'll be streaming it on TikTok. TikTok only. So all of my YouTube people, Instagram, Twitch, X, Facebook. If you follow The Great Debate Show, this is why I tell you to follow me on all social media platforms. Come over to my TikTok and we can watch Crown Jewel together. I'm sure it will be the same old boring 5-match show that will give us nothing. They're just doing this to do it, give Australia something, and let's get on with the build to Survivor Series. Mikey said, I'm going to be asleep. I don't blame you. I'm happy I found your channel, Unc. We might disagree on some stuff, but you are amazing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You don't know how much. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning, whoever is up. And if you're not, I understand. But I'll cut that thing off. I'll hit the stop button, and I'll get back into bed. It's okay. But if you're going to be here, I'll be here. All right? See you in the morning on a Saturday for Crown Jewel. And again, follow me on all platforms because, again, you never know when Unc might pop back up. All right, until we yeet again, y'all be safe out there. Peace.